feeling of what is coming to America. And before you say, well, nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen at all, Gina. Everything is just fine and dandy. You know, I need to get this off. This is really a little bit too dark. What can I put on? Hold on just 1 second. Can you, I want you to, what can you do? Let me flip this around. I'm not liking what feels like is coming to America. This jacket is too dark for what I'm doing, so you just hold that right there. I got to get out of this. This is too dark for my situation right here. Hold on. It's too dark. I got to get something brighter on. Give me 1 moment. Something lighter. Okay, I think I'm more, I think I better wear this. You just tuning in, you hold on. Okay, I can be seen a lot better with this. I can't be seen with that dark jacket on. It's too dark. Hello. No, I got sound. I just wasn't there. This right here. You know why I come to this video that's right here? What pointed me in this direction? U.S. is not the policeman of the world. He delivers the anti-world message, and the Trump administration would not send out soldiers to fight stupid wars. No, because why? Because we got the drones. The drones are coming. The drones are coming. Whether you believe it or not, they are coming. You knew how the military did this UAV thing? They made this new branch of military. They had a headquarters of a UAV. They called them UAPs, unmanned aerial whatevers and things like that. Remember that? So instead of sending troops to be the policemen of the world, we're going to have drones do the bidding right there. Drone doing the bidding. Well, I didn't feel comfortable in that dark suit with this type of a video. Okay, I wanted to bring some light to my body because I just did not feel comfortable. If I had a lot of light on me, that's another problem. That's a totally different thing. The drone wars are coming. And it really does look, they've already got them right now. Before you say that's not going to happen. Oh, it is, it's going to happen. Times of India, the AI of war. Just hold on, you all. Just dropped my ink pen on the floor. Where is my ink pen? This police state. Oh, we're going somewhere with this. The AI of war, computers and autonomous killings. You remember Stephen Hawking's warning about that with these drones, what would happen in the future? So just imagine the sky with all kinds of these. They don't need soldiers anymore. They got the drones, and the drones are supposed to be covered by the people on the ground. And when the woman at the Pentagon press briefing, we did a video on this and we listened to her mouth. We listened to her as she told about the drones. Who would have the ultimate decision? Would it be a human at the end of that decision pushing that button? Oh, well, They said, who's to say that artificial intelligence isn't going to be the one to make the decision to do the strike? Oh, well, there always will be a human at the end. That's what she said. So if you're just tuning in, you are welcome. Please give this video a thumbs up. Tune out the trolls because they're part of the police state. That's what the trolls are. They're part of the police state. They don't want this information out because why? Because it's telling the plan. It's telling the plan that's getting ready to come out. Also right here. When I came over to this right here. Okay, yes, this is from the U.S. Naval Institute right here. You can see DARPA's been very busy doing their police force right here. They are. Okay, I'll do that. Very, very busy. Swarming UAVs not only are useful to destroying targets in hostile and assets, aerial denial, surveillance, the Gremlins. Defense Advanced Research Project Agency, DARPA, aims to take the UAV technology to the next level, and they'll cultivate a new offensive swarm-enabled tactics, the offset. It's advancing the use of robotic pilotless aircraft that think, analyze, and respond without consulting a human operator for guidance. Look at this. It develops and demonstrates 100 plus operationally relevant swarm tactics to be used by groups of unmanned air and ground systems. This is where it's going right here. And they call them the Gremlins paving the way. This is who's going to be fighting the wars. And Elon Musk himself said so also. You're not going to be you ain't going to need no fighter pilots because AI will be doing the fighting. They're not going to use the men, according to this right here. Okay, and then I got, the U.S. should not be the policeman of the world. Well, who should be the policeman of the world? I know exactly where that statement's going. I really do. This is where this statement is going. Police state. You see that movie? I just now saw that this was a movie. Look at this. And you know whose voice is at the front of this video? Who does the speaking? It's Biden's voice. You got the facial recognition, which is already intact. He kind of looks like the Speaker of the House, just a little bit. You've got SWAT teams. You've got this person. You got Trump. Exclusively in theaters. Okay, let's look at this. Now, this was this trailer right there. You know, he kind of looks like the head of NASA. He really does. This is a conservative film which alleges the U.S. government is weaponized against all Christians and Republicans, and the FBI, CIA, Department of Justice, Secret Service are all corrupt, and that Trump is the only man who can stop it. This is what they're saying. Trump is the only man that can stop it. They go in, they bust open the doors. Why do they say Trump is the only man that can stop it? Let me say something about that. We did a video last week, and it was an old Western movie. And I forget the name of it, but there was this person who came to this Western town with the last name of Trump. And he promised the people that he could save them. But this is a really old Western movie. And they said, well, you're just a magician or something like that. No, this is police state. In this movie, they're going against all the Christians. They are. The FBI is hunting them down. All the Republicans, anyone who voted for Trump. In this movie, I don't know if you all watched it. Look at this. I'm gonna push this button. Stephen Hawking's warned about this in collaboration. Y'all look at this part. I'm not gonna play the music at all. I think it probably has closed caption. No, it doesn't. They break into the people's houses, and they do that. If you've ever had your house broken into by the police, the special agents, or anything like that, they catch them on camera. They going after people. They wanted to go after Republicans in this movie. Republicans, Christians, and anybody who supported Trump, I guess. It's supposed to be telling you what's coming. Hypothetically speaking, Capitol rioter, look at this. Powerful film yet. You're just tuning in, hello. The police state, the Patriot Act can lock people up. They look at that. And you get labeled a terrorist too. Right inside your own country. And you probably really don't have to do anything in this movie because you've already been targeted. Churches are targeted too. People aren't allowed to go to church because they shut down Sunday. Ah, in the 2025, you're supposed to observe Sunday as the Sabbath. So I guess you're not even supposed to even come out of the house if you're supposed to rest on the Sabbath. The drone wars are coming, and they are coming. The new drone war, the AI of drone war. There was a TV series about it, and they are. The unmanned aerial aircraft, they're all over the place. Let me get this right here. Get this out of the way. It doesn't want to get out of the way. The dangers of drones, drone wars in the UK. There's people who do not want to hear anything about this. Look, they're saying the benefits of drone warfare, how they're used in war. Is it legal? Somebody can take a drone. They can spy on you. That's how they go into other countries, is with their drones, and they do their strikes and stuff. That way they don't need soldiers to do it. The drones do it for them. The drones do it for them. Does the United States have drones? Well, here's a drone right here. Right there. The drones that DARPA has, they have something that can open up the hatch and let out even smaller drones. The ones that DARPA has, the Gremlins. And these drone wars, don't say that they're not coming, because technology is still going to advance. The military is already using smaller drones like this. They got these. Look at that great big one right there. Look how big it is. They got cameras on them too. They can carry payloads. It's kind of Star Trek-y. It's all kinds of whatever. Using them in the battlefields. They got robots. The drone wars with lasers. They got lasers too. Look at a bunch of them right here. Ukraine is losing the drone war. See, they're already fighting drone wars over there in the Ukraine. Oh, okay. Supposed to get back to this statement right here. U.S. is not the policeman of the world, but I tell you who will be the policeman of the world. I'll tell you who's going to be it. Right here. Policing in an AI-driven world. Policing. It's important to note that AI is not meant to replace police officer. Instead, it supports officer safety. They're leveraging, there's a reason why they're going after the police departments. There really is, and the policemen. There's clues all over the place. Clues all over the place. AI is set to revolutionize policing. Are we ready? Unchecked, this is the European digital rights. Unchecked, AI will lead us to a police state. This is the European Union. Unchecked. You see that? That's exactly what the World Economic Forum said, the scientists. If AI was to fall into the wrong hands, if they get it wrong, it will be the worst totalitarian regime the world has ever known. Do you get it? Or do you think it's all make-believe? It's a bunch of hyperbole, and it will never come to that. It'll never come to that. Is that what some people think? It will never come to that? Okay. Fine. Fine. It'll never come to that. Surveillance and predictive policing. Predictive, you know what that means? Thoughts ahead of time. It can tell the police, it can tell what's getting ready to happen. All areas with only a limited increase. Argentina will use AI to predict the future crimes. Should AI play an ever-growing role in tackling crime? With AI, the genie is out of the bottle, and policing needs are... Okay, U.S. is not the policeman of the world. You know who's going to be it. It's going to be artificial intelligence. We're going to have the drone wars. They already have the drone wars going on. They're only going to escalate. The United States must overcome the bureaucratic and technical barriers so that it has the superior drones needed to prevail in the future combat. The United States. It's not talking about manpower. It's talking about drone power. And then you have this movie, and it's called The Police State. And look at this. Remember this thing right here? Christians, get out and vote. Just vote this time. In 4 years, you don't have to do it anymore. It's a turning point. This thing is so symbolic. We're at a turning point. And in this police state, they round up. They literally round up these people. The U.S. government becomes weaponized against, against all Christians and Republicans, and the FBI, CIA, Department of Justice, Secret Service are all corrupt, and the Trump is the only man. But what if, no, see, this is not, none of this, I wish he would not have made that statement. I'm just going to tell you, I wish Trump would not have made that statement that he made. Because it was gave me a very uneasy feeling when he was saying, Christians, I love you, get out and vote. It made me feel very uneasy on the inside of my being, to be quite honest. And it did a lot of other people too. It felt really wrong in my spirit, spiritually speaking. I mean, you should exercise your right to vote, but specifically telling Christians, why not all the other people? Everybody, why didn't you say, people, get out and vote? Whether you're Democrat, whether you're Republican, whether you're all the others, just get out and vote. Why signal out one segment? I didn't like it. I'm just telling you, I did not like that at all. You didn't like it. I still don't like it. It was really, no. You don't have to like me for saying I don't like it. You don't. No. He's just the model. Don't take it personally. I voted for him last year, or whenever he ran. I did, and he didn't get it. Something happened. I've always voted Republican, if you didn't know. I did, always. Yep. Gina, that's private. Well, it's not private now. Now, is it? It's not private now. I just want the best person in office. And I'm going to tell you what, I don't know who that would be right now. I don't. I guess it all depends on what's the most important thing to you. And freedom to one person may not be freedom to the other person. Freedom to one individual when the one person gets into office will not be freedom to the others when they get into office. We're pitted against one another. It's not fair. It's not meant to be fair. It's meant to target one party against another party. But that's okay. Mr. Klaus Schwab, can you imagine a future, hypothetically speaking, where there will be no more elections because of the predictive nature, more or less, of AI? Will be able to pick the best candidate. And you won't have to vote anymore. AI will do the choosing. Let's hope it chooses it right. Let's hope it gets it right without it getting corrupted by some corrupt individuals. Let's hope that doesn't happen. There is a covert drone war taking place in Eastern Africa. And it's Somalia. You know how they say the Somalia pirates are off the coast and they're getting on the ships and stuff like that. And some people say that it's the alien bases. You know how the Somalian pirates, they bring the Somalians over to Louisville, Kentucky. And they put them in housing. And I remember working with this girl. Her name is Awa. Awa's from Gambia. And I remember when I was working with her, she didn't like the Somalians. She said they're filthy people. She did not like them because they did not have no manners or nothing. The ones that came that she had ran into, she didn't like them at all. But they brought the Somalians over into Louisville, Kentucky. It's a dumping ground for people. It is. I mean, there's a lot of good people that come over and make a life for themselves. They come over on H-1B visas and stuff, and they're very knowledgeable. But for some people, I think they bring some criminals over too. You know that? They bring criminals over from these other countries. They do. And you know what they do to towns? The crime rate goes up when they bring the criminals over. Goes right up. And I don't like it. I don't. There's a lot of fine people who come over legally with their visas and they're tech savvy and stuff, or business majors and things like that. Really nice people. I've worked with quite a few of them. My husband works with a whole lot of people from various backgrounds, and he's always got along really well with them, and they got good work ethics. But then you have those who, they just brought them over to bring about instability. It's wrong. It's how you get taken over from the inside. You get taken over like that. Do you want to live in a police state? You may say no. I don't think I want to live in a police state. Well, you may not have an option in the future. It's how it is. Look at the drones. Look at the drones. Could you imagine you're in your yard and you're having a fun time and you get labeled an enemy of the state and a drone comes and boom, takes you out? Oh, that only happens in movie, really? It happens in real life. They take people out with drones. It's kind of inhumane, and yet there's a lot of inhumane people on Earth, but could you imagine being taken out just because of your faith, just because of your voting status, just because of whether you're a liberal, whether you're conservative, whether you're in between? Can you imagine a drone flying up and just taking you out, and you don't even know why it happened? Maybe you said something that you shouldn't have said, and you got labeled, and then boom, you're taken out. That's how dangerous it can be if there is not any guidelines. Very dangerous and uncontrollable. It's nothing to bat an eye at, because AI is growing in leaps and bounds. Look at this one. China has get this out of the way. Get it out of the way. China has it's leaked its blueprint for their drones. Can you imagine China having a great big aircraft carrier or airplane, and all these drones come out, and you look up in the sky of the United States of America, and you see all of these drones, and you have no idea where these drones are coming from, but these drones are firing their weapons in your cities and destroying things. Could you imagine that? Gina, that's only in fairy tale, is it? Oh, it's all over the place. It is all over the place. See? That's never going to happen. Let's hope it doesn't happen to you. Let's hope you never live to see the day. Let's hope you don't. You think they're just going to keep their drones in their own country? We don't even keep our drones in our own country. We ship our drones overseas so other countries can use them against other countries. You got to get real. Open your eyes and see what's happening. We ship arms to other countries. Other countries ship arms to other countries so they can be used in wars against other people. When you say it's never going to happen, that's not even a true statement, because it has happened and you just may not know about it. And it's still happening. They got weapons getting smuggled in. That's like saying, oh, we don't ship guns to any other countries, and then there's no guns going into any countries, no drones, no nothing. What do you think these tunnels are underground? It's like saying there's no drugs coming in from other countries, and there's no drugs going to other countries. Really? And there's no drones, and we don't sell weapons, and other countries don't sell weapons, and we just keep all of our aircraft and everything to our own self. You better wake up before it's too late. You better wake up before it's too late. You need to get into the modern era. This is the modern era. We're living in a time where their drone wars are already started. They're already using their drones against other countries. But if you want to be in denial, then that's fine. It's in the future. It is in the future. They got them in Ukraine. Look at that. That's a great big drone. It's massive. It's as big as an airplane. It's totally enormous. Drone wars, drone strikes, you name it. This video may not be for those who are in denial. Look. Drone. Rocket attacks targeted U.S. forces in Iraq. But that never did happen. Did it? They're not using drones? In western Iraq, the U.S. intercepted 2 drones, destroying one and damaging the other. U.S. shoots down 3 one-way attack drones targeting the U.S. forces. Drone strikes across the world. And they will continue to increase because you can make a drone. It's super cheap. Super cheap. Since the turn of the century, most drone strikes have been carried out by the U.S. military in such countries as Afghanistan, Pakistan, Syria, Somalia, Yemen, Libya, using air-surface missiles. But drone warfare has increasingly been deployed to Russia, Ukraine, Turkey, Azerbaijan, and by the militant groups What was the largest drone attack in history? Iran's attack against Israel on April 14th was historic. It marked the first time that Iran has directly struck Israeli territory from its own soil. Despite decades of tension and shadow conflict, Iran utilized 170 drones in the operation, making it one of the largest drone attacks in history. Drone attacks. Let's see if the drones can be drone strikes from ships. Fresh explosions in the Red Sea. Does the U.S. Navy do drone strikes? Of course, they have their own drone aircraft and small surface ships. Let's see that. See, this people, you need to wake up. You need to wake up. Let's hope that the drones don't come after you, that the drones start getting sent over here. It'd be easier to get drones in here, and the U.S. military, there's no way they can, there's no way that they can get all the unmanned aircraft that is coming into the United States if a war were to break out. The Pentagon admitted that in one of their briefings. 90% would slip through their fingers. That's why they need other drones to strike down the missiles and everything else. That's why they got to employ the drones. Because the U.S. military itself, with its weapons and guns and stuff, they can't do it without the help of AI. You can't. It's revolutionary. It's revolutionizing warfare. How did we get on this? Oh, this is how we got on. I'm going to go back to my beginning statement. The U.S. should not be the policeman of the world. No, it's going to be AI. It is going to be AI, because AI is already being heavily used in the police departments, and the European Union, European Digital, whatever it was. There's got to be some guidelines, or you're going to have a police state over there. And if there is no regulations over here, you'll end up with a police state, and maybe that's what something wants. What did the World Economic Forum say? Videos like this that are artificial intelligence, like this that has AI, it will only strengthen the digital authoritarianism. When you have artificial intelligence and CGI being used in campaigns, it will strengthen, this is their words, the digital authoritarianism. It will strengthen it, whether you believe it or not. And I'm going to go. I'm done. Police state. Police state. We don't need to be the policeman of the world. No, we don't. So who does that leave? Who or what does that leave? Do we live it up to AI? Because AI said that they could run the world better than humans. They're just going to leave it up to AI. And they will be the policemen of not just, well, they will be the policemen of the world. I'm going to go, you all. Please give this video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and join button. This stuff is coming in fast. And the drone wars have started. Even though we got some deniers who just want to be deniers at this point. They don't want to believe it. Actually, they know it. They're just playing games, because that's all they do is just sit behind a computer and play games. And they get paid to play games too. Play word games. Wordplay. Wordplay. Go ahead. Play with your life like that. The joke will be on you in the end. Because if you're playing for the darkness will one day turn on you too. You think it won't happen, it will. It will turn against you. Because you're just a pawn. You're just a tool. You're just a pawn. And when the darkness is done with you, it'll get rid of you. But you're just a pawn right now to all these trolls, all these naysayers, those who get paid, the bots and stuff. You're just a pawn. You're expendable. You really are. We're all expendable if you think about it. When they're done with you, they're done with you. So I'm going to go. And with that being said, thank you for your comments. Thank you all for joining. Thank you, moderators. And can't believe they made a movie like that. I really can't. Police state. Police state. Everything is tracked already. You got your Fitbits on that track you. You got your cell phones that track you. You got your cars with your GPS. You got every stroke of your keyboard being tracked. You got your cell phone. You're being tracked, you're being recorded, and it's being put in a great big database. And you can get in trouble based on your past by the predictive AI for your premeditated crimes. That's not a joke. Premeditated, that's how AI helps the police. Premeditated. So I'm going to go. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. If it doesn't get stopped, let's hope you're out of here before it goes full throttle. You might be. You might be raptured out of here. You might be taken out of here in a spaceship before everything is fully implemented. Oh yeah, what's tomorrow supposed to be? A rapture day? Somebody said there's going to be a rapture tomorrow. I'm going to still be here. And so will a whole lot of other people. Will still be here. I don't know who gave tomorrow as a day of rapture, but I can guarantee you I'm going to be here. And so will a whole lot of other people. And probably the same persons who are pushing the rapture theory, they're going to be here too. And that may sound a little bit not nice, but they're going to be here. They are. So I'm going to go. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Love you.